L000 is equal ili //nn way y kkrkmwaaa //cc /www /rw Catalog of games, sectional pictures. Wikinzua 2J side blocks and novelties. Nad SG Milton Bradley Company, Southeast Ringgold, Mass. New York Agency. Wilson Bros. Toy2 119. Chambers Street 07 656 1889 90. Contents. Pages 3 to 36 games and puzzles. Pages 37 to 43 sectional pictures and maps. Pages 44 to 52 toys and blocks. Pages 52 to 54 novelties. Our goods are for sale by the trade generally, but we will send samples to any address on receipt of price quoted. Those articles which have asterisk prefixed to the price cannot be sent by mail, but must go by express, at the expense of the buyer. Those without asterisk, and having postage added will be sent by mail, on receipt of price and postage. Those with simply the price will be mailed on receipt of the amount quoted. Our educational catalogs. We publish an illustrated catalog of school aids and material, which should be in the hands of every teacher in charge of classes between the kindergarten and the high school, and every dealer in books station. Area and school supplies. Throughout the United States, it describes material relating to form, color, language, numbers, design, etc. Our stock of education material embraces many things of interest to the primary, intermediate, grammar, and high school teachers, and for this reason the merchants who desire to hold their trade and that of the school officials cannot afford to be without these goods. We also publish a catalog of kindergarten gifts and material. As the earliest and principal makers of kindergarten material in this country, we naturally have the best facilities for manufacturing school aids. Our experience of nearly 30 years in constructing toys and devising games is also a decided help in the same direction. Moreover, we are constantly receiving suggestions from progressive educators, which we are able to utilize and combine in perfecting our school aids. Such suggestions we value highly and are always ready for more. Milton Bradley Company. Games and puzzles AOSL, dis less than IE, CJ, Einmot I, in as I, Mount IT WW, AOE, 74 FEOF Romomai, OE Eki arrays equal, 73, ampersand ECA. Owing to the fact that certain parties claim to possess exclusive rights to the use of the word Hera in connection with the game heretofore manufactured and sold exclusively by us under that name, in order to avoid any controversy, we shall henceforth designate that game by the name of ECMA. The word ECHA is a creation of our own, which we shall register as a trademark, and hence control without controversy with anyone. The ECUA board will be printed from new and greatly improved plates greater than. The tools for the game have been entirely rewritten and improved in accordance with our experience of 3 years in publishing and playing. Hatmu asterisk ECHA possesses unusual attractions, whether played as a solitaire or as a 2 or 4-handed social game. This game under the name of Dharma has been sold by us in nearly every part of the civilized world. As in all the year-round game, it has no superior. When the vacation flight is made to the mountains or the seaside, it is included as among the indispensables, and equal when the long winter evenings at home demand some special fireside attraction. It holds the affection of the family against all rivals. ECUA happily combines the simplicity of checkers and the intricacy of chess, foresee greater than niching the opportunity for innumerable combinations, so that no two games are alike. It is purely a game of skill. The rules can be mastered in 5 minutes by a child of 10 years, and yet it affords interesting problems for expert mathematicians, and a delightful recreation for all classes. The elegance with which Echo is supplied to the trade leaves little or nothing to be desired as regards style or convenience. The large folding paper board is enclosed in an attractive box with separate compartments for the men, and a handsome lithographic, a wee label on the cover, representing an Echo board, as it appears in the midst of a game, and also a party of 4 at play. Echo, checkers and chess, for families, clubs, societies, and associations. A beautiful cherry frame, 3 inches wide, molded on both sides to form a trough for the men, surrounds a very thick millboard, having on one side Echo ANDON, the other chess or checker board. These surfaces are lithographed and finished in oil. Each board is accompanied by a box containing directions for Echo, a set of checker men, and a set of standard chess men, forming the most elegant, convenient, and serviceable family game apparatus ever made. Size outside, 19x19 inches *, price, each $1.74. Progressive words. In order to secure the greatest social popularity for any game which is intended for adults, it must be made to combine both the elements of skill and chance. In progressive words, these qualities are almost equally balanced. In general, it is played, like the various well-known word-making games. One box furnishes the material for 16 players, who are seated at 4 different tables. The players sitting opposite each other are partners, and each pair counts its combined result in making up the number of words required to win the game. These words are formed by the use of small cardboard tablets, each having on one side a single letter. The players in turn draw the tablets from the box at random, one at a time, and then in accordance with the rules of the game, undertake to form words of 3 or 4 letters. When 2 partners have secured 5 words by their combined efforts, the game is theirs. Progressive words is the best of all the progressive games with which the market once stocked. No previous experience is required in order to play it, and skill is readily acquired after a little practice, because the rules which are furnished are both simple and explicit, each set being provided with directions for the hostess giving the party, who must act as umpire on all doubtful questions and announce the result of the game. Words and sentences. All the spelling games, word making and word taking, war of words, logometry, etc., are all substantially embodied in words and sentences, which covers the ground more completely than any or all the others. No similar game renews its youth to such a degree for both old and young in all intellectual companies and social circles. Words and sentences also adds variations and modifications of the game not found in any other edition. In 2 styles. The better edition, with very heavy tablets, waterproof enameled, in a fine, polished wood box, is an ornament to any table, and the tablets are a pleasure to handle. The cheaper edition, in neat paper box, is superior to any of the ordinary word or spelling games, of which there are so many in use. Price, each in wood box, 50 cents, paper box, 25 cents. The Spelling School. A modification of the various spelling and word games, including the introduction of a country spelling school, with the characters illustrated and chosen from side to side. Amusing as well as instructive, as are all these games in this line of word making. Price, each 25 cents. D. Vain blunders, in English. A matching game, in which errors of speech are given on one card, the correct form. Happy Days in Old NHW England. This unique and captivating game is dedicated to the sons and daughters of New England, particularly those who first drew breath on the backcountry farms, drank from the old oaken bucket in the Halayan days of childhood, and have since gone west or migrated to the neighboring cities, to them and their children. Happy Days in Old New England appeals to precisely the same sentiment which has accepted Josh Whitcombs Old Homestead as the distinctive American play of the age, something to be seen and enjoyed at any cost. In that play, the native New Englander, transplanted to other scenes and surroundings, lives over again the first 10 or 20 of his vanished years. And on this same principle, all the folks who have been there will appreciate this game the first time round, and many will wax enthusiastic over it. The outfit includes a folding board, on which are depicted a variety of scenes peculiar to New England country life during the different seasons of the year, arranged on a spiral course which terminates in the old homestead counters, or meant for 6 or less number of players, in 6 different colors, and 100 cardboard discs, which are piled in the center of the board when the game begins. The course contains 144 numbers, along which the moves are made, and each player moves his man, backward or forward, according to the directions on the disc, which he draws before making the move. The one who first reaches the old homestead wins the game, but he is sure to experience during his journey, even though it be a brief one, a variety of vicissitudes, rapid advancements and unexpected reverses, which makes the trip an interesting one for himself and all his associates. The directions accompanying Happy Days in Old New England provides 2 methods of play. The first one, intended more especially for the children, is purely a scheme of chance, while the other includes certain suggestions, helping to make the game an affair in which skill and chance are combined. This game is put on the market in a style similar to Ekha, the beautiful and substantial box which contains the folding board, counters and discs being adorned on the cover with a lithograph of a New England farmhouse and surroundings, which indicate the home of a happy and prosperous family. Price, each $1. Mythology. The value of a knowledge of mythology is self-evident, because there is scarcely a writer of either prose or poetry of any note who does not indulge in more or less frequent allusions to mythological characters. Without such knowledge one cannot visit a picture gallery or art museum with an intelligent understanding of the subjects treated, neither can he recognize the statues which he sees. People who are altogether ignorant of mythology fail to comprehend many of the sayings in common use. This game of 100 cards gives us the principal characters of classic lore, grouped in books of from 3 to 6 characters each. To the name of the deity, which appears on each card, is added that of the museum or gallery where the original statue representing that deity is to be found, so that the players of the game soon become familiar with the names and locations of the most noted works of art. The game is played like any game of authors, with the added amusement, if desired, of forfeits, to be redeemed by the defeated players, incorrectly spelling or pronouncing any of the names which the victor may require. It will especially commend itself to all Chautauqua students. Put up in a neat box. Price, each 50 cents. The Florentine game, or Glyphs and Giblons. This game is played by 2 persons, on a board of 100 squares, with as many checkers, or asterisk men, one side of each man being yellow, and the other red. Each player begins with 2 men of his chosen color, adding others as the game progresses, and always striving to make such moves as shall allow him to turn his opponent's men over and claim them for himself. The game is won by the player having the most men when all the squares are full. It is short, easily learned, and exciting. The game is known in Italy as Gluffs and Gibelins, where it has won great favor and also attracted the attention of American travelers. At their solicitation we have brought it out on this side of the water, and do not hesitate to pronounce it one of the cleverest and most fascinating games in the whole list. Handsomely boxed. Price each 50 cents. A Como con Bahia combination fish pond. This partnership game requires not less than 12 players, who are seated by fours at 3 or more tables, each of which is provided with a box known as the fish pond. This box contains 4 fish poles, hooks and lines, and 20 fish on wooden blocks furnished with staples on one side and duly labeled on the other: trout, pickerel, umbrella, teapot, et. The different tables are numbered 1, 2, 3, etc., the first one being the ranking table, and directing in a measure the moves of the whole company. All the players do their fishing at the same time, and when one of them makes a legitimate catch he scores certain points on his record card. But if the haul consists of an old boot or something equally undesirable, he must enter a loss. The rapid angling, which is necessary to achieve success in this game, requires a hand, which is in turn both steady and quick, and the rules by which one partner helps another, including the progressive features, make it exceedingly entertaining. Price per box, 35 cents. OK Fish Pond. This game may be played by 2 or more persons, by partners, or everybody for himself. The outfit for fishing is less elaborate than that described above, and the players fish in rotation, each being allowed a minute for his turn. A score is kept of individual gains and losses, and the player or partners who have made the most points at the end of 5 rounds must be declared the winners. Price per box, 25 cents. The FISHERMANS Luck. A combined game and toy solitaire and social game in one. Played on the general principles of the popular game of jackstraws, but with the added fascination of the toy fisherman and the amusing devices on the tablets. A number of ring tablets, representing fish and other things, are thrown on the table, and then caught by the fisherman, whose arm is operated by mechanism, behind the bushes. One of the best-selling games in the market. The Doll's Bazaar. The idea of this treasure box originated in the discouraging attempts of some little girls to pick up suitable material printing offices, box shops, and stationery stores for the proper construction and decoration of their paper dolls. It is designed to furnish a complete outfit of material for making and dressing a great variety of paper dolls, thus cultivating the faculties for design and manual construction to a greater degree than has heretofore resulted from the miscellaneous and unaided efforts of the little folks. The assortment includes heads, arms, legs, outlines of bodies, parasols, fans, portmanteaus, shopping bags, laces, gilt ornaments, and a great variety of fancy paper, suited to the wants of the profession. Nothing is better calculated to remind one of these characteristic words of Dickens. *K, dazzling semicircle of dolls, in all the colors of the rainbow, who were dressed for presentation at court, for going to balls, for going out driving, for going out walking, for going to get married, for going to help other dolls, to get married, all the gay events of life. The Doll's Bazaar is put up in a large and beautiful box with explicit directions for all the desirable combinations. Number 2 contains about half the material found in No. F. Prices. Number 1, each. $1 postage, 25 cents. Number 2, each. 0.50 postage, 15 cents. Jenny WRENS paper dolls. Recognizing the fact that not every mother of a doll family can go to the expense, even of the above prices, in securing her darlings, we have this season introduced into polite society Jenny WRENS paper dolls, put up in packages of assorted dozens, each member of the set being allowed an envelope for her belongings. The material provided in each envelope includes a colored sheet of heads, arms and legs, a cardboard body, and papers for fashioning a suitable dress for her ladyship. She comes well equipped, or in other words, each envelope contains explicit directions for making and dressing the doll, with the material furnished so that there need be no undue maternal solicitude regarding what she is to wear. Price per envelope, 6 cents. Say Rael. Left bracket 17 greater than Ficmalini a vertical bar, the amateur photographer. This game is played with 36 cards dealt and played from right to left in the usual way, each player drawing a card from his nearest neighbor and laying it down before him to make a part of his own pile. The cards illustrate the triumphs and hard luck of an amateur photographer in a way that no member of the craft can fail to appreciate, and all but 3 of them have plus or minus values. At the opening of the game, each player adds the values of the cards constituting his hand and announces the result to the leader, who keeps the score. Then the struggle begins on the part of each player to better his record, a contest which depends to a considerable extent on the judgment of the players who hold the first and second prize cards. The winner of the game is the player who can show at the close the greatest gain on his record, as it stood in the beginning. The amateur photographer is decidedly amusing, and he who plays it should keep his asterisk wits about him, ready for instant use, put up in a box with a striking label. Price, each 25 cents, be greater than Alujal the Yacht Ratch. This game illustrates a yacht race over a triangular course. The helps and delays inscribed on the disc, which determines the moves, are similar to those actually experienced by a yacht in a race. The yacht game is adapted to any number of players, less than 5. Just the thing to give to a boy. Price, each $1 postage, 30 cents. Educational toy money Saw Fisher's latent, vertical bar. The newsboy or gingerbread peddler, who is only knee-high, often proves more reliable in making change than the average college graduate, and if, later on, he happens to turn his attention to arithmetic in school, he is found to have already mastered its funda. Mental processes. Learned treatises on political economy tell us that money is a measure of value and a medium of exchange, and this is precisely what the child needs in his primary calculations: something to measure the value of the things with which his mind is dealing, and also something to educate the propensity which is constantly leading him to trade with his fellows, so that it shall become more than a mere pastime, a part of his equipment for life. This toy money is made of heavy cardboard and represents the different coins in current use, from the $20 gold piece down to the cent, the facsimile being in each case as perfect as in the above illustrations. Itchy pieces, representing about $100 in United States money, are placed in a box containing movable trays, one for each denomination. The collection includes double eagles, half eagles, quarter eagles, $3 pieces, dollars, half dollars, quarters, dimes, half dimes, 2-cent and cent pieces, in such proportion as to make about $100. Price per box, 25 cents. Who knows? This game consists of a small book of 100 printed questions, followed by scripture answers, and the same answers, on 100 cards, which with a few counters, made of round bits of pasteboard, about the size of a dime, are distributed in equal Numbers among the players. The leader asks the questions, and the players secure a counter for each correct answer, and forfeit one for every mistake. Who Knows was published by us several years ago, but the first edition has been out of print some time. A new one is offered the public this season to meet the demand for it, which has been called out by casual reference to the game in a Chicago newspaper a few months since. Put up in a neat box. Price per box 25 cents. Geoling, SS&B SSI, a 2-yacht Podage Z Springfield MD, 39 for buying and selling. Few mortals enjoy the possession of money without the means of spending it. The most diverging, and often the most instructive busy work for little people is that which has about it a strong flavor of real life, which is as much like what grown-up folks do as it can possibly be. Buying and Selling, which we are now publishing in connection with the Toy Money, will prove a delightful boon to the juveniles who want to keep store. And where can we find children who never have violent attacks of that fever? The outfit includes Toy Money, representing about $100 in gold and silver and copper coins, and 36 pictures of commonplace commodities, such as a dozen eggs, a cord of wood, pound of coffee, ton of coal, etc., which are intended to be bought and sold as substitutes for the articles which they represent. The box also contains slips of manila paper for making paper bags to hold bran or sawdust, and be duly labeled as representing a variety of goods, unless the youthful merchants are allowed to fill them with the real things. 4 sheets of printed labels are provided, to be cut up so that the name of each article shall be on a separate slip, and the collection is rounded out by adding a form on which to make the paper bags, together with a printed list of the prices, which it is proper to put on the goods, in case the local price of any article is not known. Put up in a neat and substantial box with an elegantly lithographed label and careful directions for introducing additional attractions. Price, each 50 cents American politics. This game is played with a pack of 38 cards, one for each of the United States. These cards are divided, according to the political tendencies which they represent, into 9 groups or sets: Republican, generally Republican, uncertain Republican, doubtful Republican, Democratic, generally Democratic, uncertain Democratic, doubt, full Democratic, and doubtful. At the top of each card is the name of the set in which it belongs. Next comes the name of the card, printed in heavy type, with the number of electoral votes cast by that state. The game can be played by 4, 6, or 8 players, who divide themselves into 2 parties, Republican and Democratic, and sit around the table, Republicans and Democrats alternating. The party securing enough sets to give it the majority of electoral votes, 201, elects the president of its choice and wins the game. Price, each 25 cents. Milton Bradley Co.'s catalog, Inet OL 35, Onuian Vleno SLEKC de Equab, Sanat Vo 7 crates Al Sanables Note Woman, Ka Waves Vertical Bar Tavut, Known Way OT, Enu Fat Office Vertical Bar 4, 991,340. 4V plus equal vertical bar, 1 move NTHH, Old Reliable, Checkered Game of Life. This is one of the oldest and best of juvenile games, a pioneer among the moral and instructive amusements, which have been welcomed into our homes during the past 15 years and have broken down a deep-rooted prejudice against all such pastimes. 2, 3, or 4 persons can play this game, and each player is represented by 1 counter, which is entered at infancy, and by a series of moves dictated by the whirl of a teetotum, passes through school, college, industry, success, perseverance, etc., to wealth or happy old age. or through idleness, intemperance, gambling, crime, etc. to disgrace, poverty, ruin, prison, or suicide. It is a game of chance and skill combined. Price each $1 RTMMMM backslash THRT Malif with DD checkered game of life and marble roulette. The checkered game, with new and elegant plates on the outside of a fine cherry box board, and the game of marble roulette on the inside. Two games which are popular, and yet entirely unlike each other, are united, thus giving great variety, and making a pleasing combination. Asterisk price, each $1.13. K-Cuba, or Japanese backgammon. The game can be played by 2, 3, or 4 people, and it presents more opportunities for the exercise of judgment and fancy in connection with the chance of dice than any other game in existence. The methods of play are simple, and in its social qualities, the game is superior to chess. With a fair trial, K-Cuba is bound to supersede the old family backgammon board. Any dealer can safely risk his reputation in selling K-Cuba to customers who ask for a good game, which shall suit the whole family. K-Cuba is played on an elegant folding board, and is one of the best things of the kind ever issued for use in the home circle. Price each $1 K-Cuba combination. With honey gatherers and tin peddlers, the merit and popularity of K-Cuba has induced us to put it into a standard form in our line of fine cherry box games, with K-Cuba on the outside, and the 2 simple games of the honey gatherers and the tin peddlers in the inside, for the little folks. We here offer a combination for the household. Asterisk price each $1 perhaps. A box game, played with 1 little marble. There is a delightful uncertainty about this game, as the player may score a 0 mark and he may gain 50 by a single twist of the marble. 1 or more players can test its merits by each taking 10 turns, he who scores the most being the best fellow. The name is appropriate, for although it seems easy to secure the highest number every time, a few trials will convince anybody that considerable dexterity is required. The game is a fine educator of the hand and eye. The goose and the golden egg. In this game, the goose, which is represented as waiting placidly along in front of a grassy bank, is in reality brought into the parlor, and the children are allowed to bowl an egg at her from such a distance as they may choose. It will be their aim to hit one of the 3 plungers and gleefully watch the effect. When one of them is struck, a frog jumps into view, as though he had suddenly made up his mind to come up out of the water and sun himself. A blow on the second plunger forces the goose to lower her head, sees a luckless frog, who perhaps was dreaming of how he would a-wooing go, and lift him high in air. The player who hits the 3rd plunger has the satisfaction of seeing the golden egg roll out of the grass and drop in front of the goose, as well as the pleasure of counting the highest score in the game. Asterisk price each $1 unwhittled WRN5 vertical bar IOL authole enis dot tilde underscore sumalis 4 1 I underscore forbear Enkel Amy I American Sports. A card game embodying all the popular sports of the day, which are illustrated on a set of cards. This is the list: toboggan slide, trap shooting, polo cricket, sailing regatta, archery, rowing regatta, lacrosse, snowshoe race, soap bubble party, polo on wheels, baseball, croquet, and bicycle race. Other cards have illustrations of first, second, and third. Carpet bowls. There is bound to be a survival of the fittest in the sports of childhood, just as in many other relations of life. Carpet bowls is the revival, at a moderate price, of an old and popular game, formerly sold at 3 times the present cost. Intensely interesting and adapted to all ages, it can be used as a simple, active game for the hall, drawing room, or nursery. Colored wooden balls are rolled on the carpet according to established rules based on the general principles of quoits or squares. Price each 50 cents. Postage 32 cents. Zigzag. The marbles used in this game are placed in the top trough and are fed by an automatic arrangement to the tilting trough below, from which they pass to the wheel and are then thrown into the box in front of it. When the wheel stops revolving, the player scores the number which appears through the hole at the base of the wheel support. As a toy, Zigzag proves very interesting to small children, who never tire of watching the movements of the levers, while the game, which is one purely of chance, interests the more mature minds of people of a larger growth, be they children or adults. Price each $1 around the world. Copyrighted. An old CCAPTAINS cogitations, the result of much study and calculation. The game represents very truthfully an actual voyage around the world in a sailing vessel, giving all the belts of winds, comset. The sport, in connection with the accompanying map, is very instructive, as well as fascinating. Price each $1. Hiratai on I equals social hours. NEVENINGS Entertainment, for 50 guests, an elaborate collection of material and directions for the entertainment of a company of guests of various ages and social tastes, including games, tricks, puzzles, rebus cards, fortune cards, age cards, etc. etc. This game is put up in a large and elegant box with illuminated label, and the low price is suggestive of a remark which used to be frequently made by a New York street vendor of harmonicas. Here, you have a whole brass band for 15 cents. Here is the means of entertaining 50 people many times over at an expense of a penny a piece. Price each 50 cents. The Evening Party. A most enjoyable collection of entertainments. A neat box contains an assortment of games, puzzles, charades, rebuses, tricks, conundrums, etc. for sociables, picnics, and evenings at seaside and mountain. The best thing for practical use ever published in this line, for the price. Anyone who has tried to entertain a dull company knows that all recollection of the details of suitable amusements is sure to take flight at the very moment when most wanted to be remembered when too late. This box fills the bill at the time and should have a corner in the carpet bag of every summer tourist. Price each 25 cents. Visit to the Gypsies. A happy combination of the elements of the leading games and fortune-telling, with poetical quotations. This game has proved exceedingly popular, as it is issued in a very attractive form, and affords great fun to any company of ladies and gentlemen, old or young. English literature. The writers of all ages and their works are brought into prominent notice by this game of 75 cards, which is very instructive. Each card bears the name of some notable author, the selections ranging from the 14th century to the present time, and each name is accompanied with a representative list of books. The method of the game is new, being based on the age or century in which the author did the greater part of his work. Price each 50 cents. R.H. Tailing the Donkey. The Bradley mule is warranted to be both sound and kind. This donkey sheet, 24 by 40 inches, retails for 10 cents, but not all blindfolded owners of a dime can retail the donkey properly. The game, printed on heavy buff paper, contains the donkey, 12 tails, 2 prizes, words and music, and latest improvements in the rules. The man or woman who has not tried to retail such a beast, blindfolded, and in the presence of a taunting, jeering crowd of bosom friends, has left untasted one of life's joys. And as for Children's party, nothing can serve as a substitute for the donkey game. Price, each by mail, 12 cents. American Jack Straws, the finest and most beautiful Jack Straws in the market and the standard for the last 10 years. The value of Jack Straws is inversely in proportion to the amount of material used. The lightness and delicacy of these pieces, together with the beauty and variety of their different shapes, give a special value to the game, and in these points the goods surpass everything else ever made from wood or other material. Number 1 set has a very large number of pieces, with ladders, spades, hosmuads, etc. etc. Number 2 has fewer kinds and a less number of pieces. Price for number 1, 50 cents. Number 2, 25 cents. Nuremberg Jack Straws. A set of jack straws in great variety of forms, largely handmade, and put up in a cylindrical, polished wooden box. This new style makes complete our line of jack straws, which has held the market so long without successful competition. Price, each 50 cents. Nickel jack straws. A neat set with which a very pleasing game may be played in a box. S equal Vadliv 0 £56 BRADLEYS patent hoop games. The improvements made in our several hoop games during the past few years have rendered them standard in the trade and increased their sale many-fold. Our patented hoop, which is plated by machinery with heavy colored thread in ornamental design, avoids all possible injury to furniture and combines great strength and durability with beauty of finish and an agreeable feeling when handled that can be obtained in no other way. The hoop as used in these games is patented and secured to us exclusively for all game purposes, regardless of name or style, and the public are hereby warned that any infringement of our patent will be promptly prosecuted. The games as at present made consist of magic hoops improved, pitch-a ring, and ring toss. Pitch-a ring. Nomen this style of game has a cross base and post as shown in the above illustration, which knock down and are packed with the hoops in a box. This is the original form of the game and is still preferable to the cheaper form for use in one place, but for transportation from place to place no. 3 is smaller, lighter, and more convenient. Price, each $1.50 pitch-a ring and ring toss. Number 38. This style is made as shown in cuts on the following page, in which the box holding the posts and hoops is made to serve as a base when the game is set up. Very compact and convenient to carry to picnics or when traveling. Pitch-a ring and ring toss. Fig 1 shows the game, arranged for pitch-a ring, and Fig 2 for ring toss. Price, each $1 magic, hoops improved patented. This old and popular game needs no extended description here. The peculiar features are patented, and its sale is assured whenever shown. The post is jointed for convenience in packing, so that the entire game is in one box, which serves as a base for the post when set up. Paradise Catch, P40. Tully's Saint Rock Rays. This game relates to high art and occupies a lofty position itself, as regards merit. Each one of the 36 cards bears a correct representation of some important structure, from the Pyramid and Sphinx of Egypt to the Statue of Liberty. Every picture is accompanied by the name and height of the building, and the game is based on the heights. All the illustrations have been made expressly for this game. Much information is gained incidentally in playing, and the interest is sustained by very ingenious methods of play. Price, each 25 cents. Parlor Bash Ball. Played with cards. The most perfect imitation of all the points in an actual field game ever invented for the parlor. Adapted by 2 methods, to old or young. A full scorecard kept of one of these games is in every respect like the score of a field game. Price each 25 cents. Polo. A new and original combination of cards and folding board, put up in a neat box by which a complete parlor game of polo may be played with the same facility as our parlor baseball. A companion to parlor baseball. Price each 25 cents. Palmistry. A merry hand-to-hand game of fortunes based on the popular science of palmistry. The fortunes are decided by chance, each player holding a diagram of a hand, with the lifelines indicated. Price each 25 cents. CAEAD 2 ISS 1 STISSISZIS 2 1 SISZ 1 SSSTIESISZLSSISS 1 SCIEE Puzzle Map of the United States. This is a game and dissected map combined, the game being based on playing the sections with relation to certain boundary lines, a new pastime affording lots of amusement. The outline map of the United States is engraved expressly for this game and lithographed in colors. Price each 25 cents. M Africa. DD _S.TS. Commercial cities. A new and pleasing game of geographical localities. Each card contains a map neatly printed in tints representing some country with the names of 3 of its prominent cities. 4 cards, consisting of a country and its 3 cities, comprise one set. The maps give a pleasing effect to the cards and bring out clearly the form of each country, which is thus impressed on the minds of the players, while the constant use of the names of the cities makes them familiar, and the game connects them with their respective countries. 1. This is an elegant and useful game, attractive in appearance and pleasing in method. Our Galaxy of Authors Igerpa, vertical bar left bracket ears, inline read Fairy T Antichim, URL face of card, back of card, authors improved. The suggestion of the game of authors carries us all back to CHILDHOODS days when in many homes they were the only playing cards which could be countenanced as harmless. As is well known by the trade, Authors Improved embraces peculiar patented features. Where the methods of this game are understood, no other game of authors will sell. More sets have been sold than of any other card game. Each set comprises 72 waterproof enameled cards with portraits and ornamental borders on faces and beautifully engraved fancy backs as imperfectly represented in the above cuts, which are reduced in size from the originals. Price each 50 cents. Author's Household Edition. An elegant set of lithographed cards with beautiful designs in a large box with new label, the best set of authors ever made for the price. Price each 25 cents. Author's Plain Edition. A very durable and pleasing game of authors, less than a good set of 33 cards on buff ticket stock, neatly lithographed with a border. Price each 15 cents. Selected Authors. A game of authors in neat box with illuminated lithographic label. Our assorted Old Maid Springfield Masla, Old Maid Improved. This game surpasses all other games of Old Maid in the beauty and originality of the designs, the patented features embodied in the construction of the cards, and the method of play. When once seen and known, no other will please. Price each 25 cents. Old Maid Silhouette Edition. New and humorous designs in black, making the most saleable game of Old Maid for the price that has been offered. New and attractive label on a large, finely finished box. Price each 25 cents. Old Maid Plain Edition. The game of Old Maid is always popular, and this cheap edition has had an immense sale. We have revised the engravings, and it is one of the most saleable articles on our list in certain lines of trade. Price each 15 cents. Old Maid Nickel Edition. A very attractive and popular form of this always saleable game. One of our new nickel series of assorted games. Price each 6 cents. The Game of Dickens Revised. Patented. A standard ready selling and useful game. Every card is illustrated with characters from the works of this popular author. New plates and tints. The Tower of Hanoi. An ancient puzzle from Thai Celestial Kingdom. This very fascinating puzzle consists of a base with 3 posts and 8 colored dices of wood. With all the discs placed on one post in the order shown in the above illustration, the puzzle is to transfer them to another post in the same order, under certain restrictions set forth in the rules. This is the most interesting puzzle since the famous 1-3-1-5-14 problem, but unlike that it can be solved, and the rule by which this is done in about 4 minutes is very entertaining. Price each 25 cents. The Game of Haruramiyawa. A new and interesting game for little children, skillfully combining the subjects of geography and natural history. Played with a set of cards containing illustrations of animals. Price each 15 cents. Spolchase. A game of the race course less than a set of cards when properly arranged form a track over which horses are moved by the twirl of the Toy2. Put up in neat box. Price each 15 cents. And Sop. A game of pictures and fables. This is beautifully lithographed in colors from original designs and forms a mate to *TDONT. No. It is of same size and same general style, but entirely different in the subject employed for the foundation of the game. The cards are paired, one containing a fable and the other the illustration of it in colors. Price each 25 cents. Patience. A solitaire and social game in one. A first-class recreation for 1 or a dozen people. As put up the game is prepared for 3. 2 games or sets of cards supply 6 players, and soon. As a solitaire it is unsurpassed. Price 1 set of 3 boxes, 25 cents. Ma Vertical Bar the Teresi. A railroad game. By an ingenious combination of route cards and various tickets, passes, checks, telegrams, etc., the players take mimic excursions through the principal cities in the United States. A game of railroad travel is always of interest in this country of great distances, and the relative location of places is a matter of practical education, particularly as the journey necessitates brief descriptions of the places visited. A large board game is not as convenient for general use as U, which packs into a box, especially if to be carried from home. And the peculiar arrangement of route cards and marker in the tourist renders the box form practicable. Price each 50 cents. Valcz, IEAI copyrighted. This is a reading game, recording the experience of a party of 6 during a trip to the popular summer resort of all New Yorkers and their visitors. The scenes described are familiar to all who have visited this spot and yet very funny in their comical variety, while the artistic label gives the game a very attractive exterior, making it both popular and saleable. Price each 25 cents. Indian and Traveler's Puzzle. A neat box with new label, in colors, containing an ingenious puzzle, representing the attempt of a party of white men to take a company of Indians over a river in a boat which can carry but 2 persons, with the proviso that no more Indians than white men shall ever be on the same side of the river. Price each 15 cents. Equal animals at A at E animals picnic. Very amusing and novel. An original painting of a picnic of animals in the woods, so arranged that, when properly cut into uniform sections, some animal's head appears on nearly every piece of card. The heavy paperboard cards are printed in colors and are dealt to the players, the picture being reconstructed in the process of the game. King Lion poses as the lordly central figure of the banquet. One luckless card contains the picture of a monkey in disgrace, which it is neither desirable to hold nor play. Price, each 25 cents. THH Game of Squares. An old English game, formerly quite popular in this country, but comparatively unknown to the present generation of children. It is adapted to old and young, and affords no end of genuine amusement for the whole family circle. It is a social game, because it does not impose any limit on the conversation, a jolly game, a noisy game, and a game of skill, being an imitation of quoits on a small scale. To be successful at squares requires a good degree of manual dexterity. We offer this season a new and elegant edition of squares with heavier discs than we have been selling, very desirable for use on large dining tables or any table where a considerable surface can be secured. The only excuse anyone can have for not being enthusiastic over squares is a lack of acquaintance with its merits. We call the new edition No. 1 and the old number 2 aim. This is a novel diversion, in which the movement of the riders is governed by the play of a ball against an elastic cushion, and combines chance and skill, very simple in method, and interesting in practice. The unfortunate riders may encounter headers and collisions which set them back, or prove fatal. The game occupies one side of the board, when open, as shown in the above engraving. By the use of an ingenious combination, we present 5 games in one elegant folding box board. Carom may be played on the same side of the board, and the games of skating rink, cat's promenade, and hopscotch are on the inside. Asterisk price, each $2 large folding board. Very attractive and funny, entirely original in method. For adults and children. Not in the least instructive. Price, each $1. Corona. Beautifully lithographed in colors, on fine stock. Somewhat similar to authors in method, but differing sufficiently for variety, and preferred by many, when it has once become familiar. A very fine game, at a low price. Price, each 25 cents. IDONTino. Belonging to the old maid family, on the general principle of matching, but embodying questions and answers, relating to the common sciences of life. No time is required to learn the game, and much sport and information are gained in the play. The question cards are in chromo, making a beautiful set of pictures, aside from the interest and instruction found in the game. Price, each 25 cents. The Kicking Donkey. A very amusing parlor game that fills the youngsters with delight and makes Grandpa right bracket up. The players range themselves at a suitable distance from the animal of mulish tendencies and roll right bracket a ball at him in turn, aiming to hit one of the plungers. If they succeed, the donkey kicks 1, 2, or 3 times, according to which of the plungers is struck. Phrenological character game. An amusing and sensible entertainment for an evening party of children and adults. T embodies about 100 quotations from the poets and gives very amusing chance characters to the players. The hits are at times so truthful and at other times so contrary to the facts that great fun is afforded the players, and yet, while oftentimes very sharp, they dare never offensive. Entirely novel in idea and method. Pithy, pointed and pertinent. Price, each 25 cents. Potical Ma conversation cards. Conversation cards are always saleable. The poetical quotations here employed lend a charm to these cards not found in others, and make the merriment of the players exceedingly elastic. The artistic and decidedly sentimental label, which appears on the box cover, helps make the package attractive to the class of trade for which it is intended. Price, each 25 cents. A Trip to Washington, copyrighted. The title of this game, and the picture of a blushing bride, which appears on the box cover, explain the situation exactly. This is a reading game, which relates in most remarkable language the sights and scenes in the capital of the nation, as they appeared to a couple who visited Washington on their wedding trip. The most amusing of our line of reading games, and of universal interest throughout the country, as it applies as well to one section as another. Price, each 25 cents. The Fascinator. A game of skill, with marbles, attractive and interesting, adapted to all ages and seasons, as it can be used in the house, on the veranda, or the garden walk. Makes a good show, and puts up compactly. Box nearly 3 feet long. Price, each $1. Sam, Slick and Jaffet Jenkins. Sam Slick's visit to Paris is a wonderful European trip, and many events are recounted at each reading, never dreamed of before. The visit of Jaffet Jenkins and Sally Jones to Boston is more local, but equally amusing, and always new, and very funny to the children. Sam Slick and Jaffet Jenkins, in one box. Price, each box, 2 games, 25 cents. Peter Coddles visit to New York. A multitude of accounts have been written of this wonderful man's travels, and still they are as popular as ever. This game has a certificate on each copy in autograph. Unlike many other records of travel, this never reads twice alike. It is brought down to date and beautifully put up in large box with portrait label. Price, each 25 cents. Robinson Crusoe, copyrighted. Large folding board, elegant and attractive design, and a novel game. Simple and interesting, to adults and children. Price, each $1. Rolled Manila Dice Cups. Our rolled Manila Dice Cups have proved exceedingly popular, being very neat in appearance, and more durable than many leather cups. Although covered with paper, and offered at very cheap prices, the peculiar process of manufacture renders them as solid as wood. Prices. Number 2. Smallest per pair, $50. No. 3. SG, 15. Number 486 B, and goes to A, 225. Standard chessmen. As the public become more versed in social games, chess, the king of them all, grows in popularity, and the demand for cheaper material increases. The Stanford men are made of a convenient size, with a good base, and in symmetrical forms. Price per set, in box, 50 cents. Solitaire and seed boards. The finest line of these standard goods ever offered. Having prepared machinery expressly for the rapid manufacture of these toys, we offer better goods than have ever been in the market, for the same prices. The Queen and Solitaire. An elegant polished wood solitaire board, in the popular style of the present day. The 4 large wells in the top serve as temporary receptacles for the marbles while in use, and a neat drawer underneath holds them securely at other times. An ornament in any place. Hast Lake Solitaire. A chestnut board similar in form to the Queen Anne, and much neater than the old-style round boards heretofore in the market. Price list. Price, postage. Siege Queen Anne, with drawer and glass marbles, $0.90. $0.25. Solitaire, East Lake, chestnut plain, no drawer or marbles. Effel's 15. Solitaire, East Lake chestnut, varnished, drawer and marbles, F0.50 as Solitaire, Queen Anne, with drawer and marbles, 150.25. Checker and backgammon boards. Imitation inlaid woods. A durable line of checkerboards with polished wood frames, wood sides, and metal hinges. The peculiar construction of the frame protects the edges of the covering so that a complete imitation of inlaid work is presented and great durability secured. Number 1. An elegant molded frame of polished cherry, with covering in imitation of inlaid rosewood and satin wood, very light, ornamental and desirable. Furnished with cups and checkermen. Size 8x14, when closed * price, each $1. Number 3. A beautiful board with polished cherry frame, and sides in imitation of mahogany and walnut inlaid. Furnished with cups and men. Size 7x12, closed * price, each 75 cents. Number 5. Polished wood frame, board sides, paper covering, brass hinges. A durable and handsome board. Furnished with cups and men. Size 6x104, closed. Price, each 50 cents. Tit checker men, a fine double-faced checker, 30 pieces in a box, either 13 in, 1 in 1 in, or $1 in. Diameter. Price per box, 10 cents. We make a large line of checkers, in all grades, styles and colors for various purposes, either in boxes of 30 or 24 pieces, or in bulk, on which we will quote special prices to the trade. Unscramble. Played on a board, formed by a combination of cards, laid side by side, and in a manner similar to steeplechase, shake game, etc., by a twirl of the teetotum. Simple and pleasing. Price, each 15 cents. Puzzles. A collection of interesting puzzles, elegantly boxed. Either one of the puzzles is worth the cost of the whole box for a single evening. Price, each 15 cents. Hard cash. A game of United States coins, in which the necessity constantly occurs of adding amounts less than $1, thus combining with the game practice in ready reckoning. Price, each 15 choots. Game of auction. Played with cards representing the articles sold and the prices bid. Novel, amusing and attractive. Price, each 15 cents. Old Salts yarn. A narrating game, giving an account of an old-time sea voyage, in which untold wonders are seen and experienced. Price, each 15 cents. Round up, a game founded on the actual experiences of a cattle ranch, played on a table, with counters representing the cowboys and the cattle. Price, each 15 cents. Five Senses. A game of illustrated cards and poetical quotations relating to the five senses of seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, and smelling. Amusing and instructive. Price, each 15 cents. Tortoise and the Hare. A game of chance, in which the tortoise may win as often as the hare in the race. TNEPSS on RYCRK-DADS Go Bang. A universally popular game, and now introduced at the lowest possible price. Game in box, with folded papers for the board. Price, each 6 cents. Southeast A Optical Illusions. A set of 12 cards, each containing a device, embodying some scientific optical illusion. Amusing and instructive. Price, each 6 cents. Beast, Birdfish. An amusing game, calculated to sharpen the wits and cultivate a cool, clear head. A new form of a game always popular in social circles. Price, each 6 cents. SHTHSPOORS Visit to Chicago. A narrating game adapted to the time and sold at a popular price. Price, each 6 cents. Riddles. A set of riddles and answers, on cards, forming a simple game. In box with illuminated label. Price, each 6 cents. Historical Events. A game played with cards, relating to facts of history. Interesting and instructive. Price, each 6 cents. Seed, Orgerman Tactics. A neat edition of this always pleasing game. Folded paper and men, in a neat box, with illuminated label. Price each 6 cents. Game of Fortunes. A simple game of character and fortune telling, after the manner of the Gypsy's Witch. Box games, puzzles, etc. etc. in assorted packages of 1 dozen each. Excelsior series. Uniform boxes, beautiful labels, 3 each. A dozen tourist, animated forest. Social Rs. Farmyard scenes. Pictorial series, in uniform styles, chromo labels, 3 each in a dozen. American yacht. Sectional animals, steamer and hose, sectional birds. Bonanza series. Boxes of uniform size, with chromo labels, 1 each in a dozen. American sports, Peter Coddles trip to New York. Animals Peony. POLOA companion to baseball. Author's Household Edition. Palmistry. Base PALLA parlor game with cards, tall structures. Old Maid Silhouette Edition. Puzzle map of the United States. Spelling SCHOOLA spelling and word game. Evening PARTYA collection of entertainments for sociables. Prize series. Uniform boxes in fine style, 1 each in a dozen. Authors. Round UPA game of the Plains. Happy Family. The 5 SENSESINSTRUCTIVE and interesting hard cash. The old SALTSYARNA reading game. Indian and Traveler. SCRAMBLE game of chance. Puzzles, an assortment of puzzles, etc. game of auction. Old Maid game. Steeple CHASEA game of the race. The Nickel series. Uniform in style, 1 each in a dozen. Old MAIDALWAYS popular as a game. Selected authors. Jack STRAWSALWAYS good. Riddles. FORTUNESA fortune, or character game. Optical illusions. Seth SPOOKS visit to CHICAGOA reading game. Tortoise and Hare. Beast Bird FISHAN, old friend in a new dress. Siege, or German tactics, GOBANGA, popular game. Historical dates. The above assorted packages of our most saleable games and puzzles have proved exceedingly popular with the wholesale and the retail trade, because to the jobber, these packages save much time in selecting and packing, and to the retail dealer fresh and clean goods are assured. Sectional pictures and maps. Teacher B ampersand animated forest, patented. This dissected picture shows how the wild animals roam at pleasure through their native jungles, and sometimes make life exceedingly unpleasant for one another. Here and there a water bird throws the spray from its plumage, or an alligator basks lazily in the sun. The whole aspect of the forest can be varied at the will of the youthful owner, a new animal introduced in the trees, or allowed a bath in the water. The forest, like all good things, improves on acquaintance, and it can be made the medium for imparting no little knowledge of natural history to the child, who includes it among his cherished possessions. Price each 50 cents. The Prairie Scout. This is a dissected picture puzzle, constructed on the patented principle, by which the several pieces forming the picture are interchangeable, and can readily be arranged to produce a multitude of striking and attractive combinations. The Prairie Scout introduces us to many outdoor scenes of Western life, and is sure to be a favorite with the XI Senior Farmyard Scenes, patented. The picture includes all the domestic animals commonly found on the farm, as well as the wild ones that delight to make depredations in the barnyard. The realistic views of genuine country life here presented are very interesting, especially as the baby is worked in as a part of the show, together with the small boy, who is held in a compromising situation by the billy goat. By the use of our patented feature, the scene can be constantly shifted, and innumerable combinations secured. This picture is bound to please the little people, whether they live in city or country. elegantly boxed with illuminated label. Price each 50 cents. Sectional animals. Lives there a man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, I will buy my children a set of sliced animals, birds, objects or nations. The popularity of everything in this line as a means of diverting the infantile years of the rising generation is ancient. The picture consists of tablets of cardboard that form various animals, from 2 to 5 pieces being used, according to the size of the beasts represented. The figures are made and put up in the highest style of art and cannot fail to sell rapidly. Price each 25 cents. Sectional birds, a companion set of pictures to sectional animals. Both should be ordered together, as the child who has one will want the other, and both are helpful in laying the foundation for his knowledge of natural history. Price each 25 cents. Queer heads and odd bodies, a set of comical designs in colors on heavy card, representing heads, bodies and legs of various figures. Vertical bar, each composed of 4 parts so designed as to match at the neck, waist and knees, thus forming by almost innumerable changes very grotesque combinations. More fun for the money than any other toy ever made. Price each 25 cents. Interchangeable combination circus. Patented. This is the best and most ingenious sectional picture ever offered the public. More study and artistic talent have been employed in designing it than in any dozen other cut-up illustrations produced under whichever name outside our line of patented combination pictures. One trial will convince anyone of the truth of this statement. Our circus never tires or becomes old. The above scene is but one in hundreds that can be made. Price each 75 cents. Equal GATHH smashed up locomotive. A locomotive, like everything else mechanical, is being constantly improved so that any picture of it which was once regarded as typical becomes, in time, an absurdity. Consequently, new and elegant chromolithographic plates have been made from the latest and most improved locomotives, having all the modern improvements and attachments for use in connection with this toy. With a reduced facsimile outline in the polished wooden box and an elegant label on the cover, this is now the finest specimen of a mechanical cut-up puzzle ever made. It has but to be seen to be admired. Price each 75 cents. An elegant show card furnished the trade on application. Dissected maps. There are various advantages connected with the use of outline dissected maps, both for school instruction and as a home diversion, which commend them to teachers and parents. We have admirable facilities for their manufacture and present a collection which we believe is not duplicated elsewhere. Price and excellence considered together. They are mounted on wood and paperboard, are printed in pleasing colors from our own lithographic plates made expressly for the purpose, and have peculiar features which render them particularly valuable aids in teaching geography. In ordering any of these maps, be particular to state the price so as to avoid confusion. The Continental Series, with uniform scale and illustrated backs. This set comprises outline maps of Europe, Asia, Africa, North America and South America, drawn to one scale. Heretofore the scale of a map has been adapted to the tilde size of the atlas page, and many youthful students of geography have been led to suppose that Europe was nearly as large as Africa. With this series of uniform scale maps mounted on wood 3/16 of an inch thick and cut up to the boundary lines of the continents and divisions, the child will gain a definite knowledge of the shape, location and relative size of each portion of a continent, not to be acquired by any other means. Covering the entire back of each map is an original design, lithographed in colors and depicting the principal animal and vegetable productions of the country. Each map is packed in a finely finished wooden box with chromolithographic label. Price. Map of Europe. Size 12x963 $0. 75 Map of Asia. Size 214x203f 4 PAL 25 Map of Africa. Size 17x183 3s5 LE Map of North America. Size 18x20 125 Map of South America. Size 15x19 A asterisk 1.25 The set of 5 maps. Asterisk 5.00 United States in STATESWOOD. This is the largest and most perfectly cut map of the United States ever published, in dissected form, being printed from an entirely new set of plates. The scale has no definite relation to the scale of the Continental Series, being much larger. The back is provided with the same style of colored lithographic designs, showing the productions and industries of our country. This map is 15 by 22 inches, being mounted on wood and packed in a fine wooden box with colored label asterisk price, each $1 United STATESPAPER board. We make the same map as above, with the same illuminated back, but mounted on paper board, instead of wood, and cut at random instead of on the state boundary lines. In ordering, mention that this map is in a paper box, price, each 50 cents, postage, 20 cents, North AMERICAPAPER board. An outline map engraved especially for dissection, and mounted on heavy board, with fancy back, put up in a paper box. Price, each 25 cents. In ordering the last 2 maps, please state that they are in paper boxes, and not cut to state lines, and thus avoid confusion with the other maps of the same divisions. SSS 7AP, CBSA 0TTT equal, sectional railroad. This picture toy forms, when put together, a railroad train, consisting of a locomotive, and tender mail, baggage and express, smoking parlor, sleeping and dining cars, and supplementary pieces, making a train 8 feet long. Additional pieces, including a sectional interior view of each car, flagman switchman, amusing smash-up scene, extra platforms, sections of trucks, etc., may be fitted to the original picture, adding to the length, and affording a very correct representation of life on a modern American Express train, and from which much practical information can be gained by child or adult. Price, each 75 cents. Zs1 SSBDS7 Edison. This sectional puzzle has been drawn with great care from the celebrated Yacht America, and the names of the parts arranged by experienced yachtsmen, so that accuracy is secured throughout. It is finely lithographed in colors, and is accompanied by the same picture, on paper not cut up. The box has a new colored label. Model ship puzzle. This is one of the most attractive dissected pictures in the market, and the only one ever published giving the names of all the parts of a full-rigged ship. In a polished wood box, with a beautiful chromolithographic label, largely increasing its sale, which has always been good. Price, each $1 postage, 20 cents. Southeast equal G aha, Y, S A greater than S. AECIL Kuldshaw Araki Mats Aok, Aki matched pictures. It is easy to say a good word for our asterisk Wild West show, and not stretch the facts in the least. It is constructed on entirely new principles, and is not merely an ordinary dissected picture puzzle, but the design constituting the 40 pieces is so ingeniously made that the various parts will mismatch to form an almost unlimited number of different pictures, representing many of the most exciting incidents in Indian and FRONNVTI, 1EX life. Lee American Fire Department. There is no discounting the popularity of our fire department. This sectional picture represents a complete outfit consisting of steamer, hose carriage, chemical engine, insurance patrol wagon, and hook and ladder truck on the run to a fire. When constructed in one continuous line, it measures 84 inches long by 7 inches high, with the name of each machine in large letters on the sidewalk at the bottom. The designs are accurately drawn from the most modern machines and are beautifully printed in natural colors by chromolithography. The street scenes are so made that the several machines may be placed in any order without interfering with the unity of the design. This is the finest mechanical sectional picture ever published. Price each 75 cents. Steamer and hose. A sectional picture of steam fire engine and hose carriage on the run to a fire. This is adapted from the American Fire Department and makes a cheap and beautiful picture. Toy is 1/3 part of the fire department, as shown by the above cut. Large box and illuminated label. Price each 25 cents. Toys and blocks. The Flyer Railroad Train. Our improved trains are too well known to require an extended description. The Flyer train, including a locomotive, tender, and passenger car, makes, when shackled up, a combination about 45 inches long. Asterisk price each $1.50 passenger train. This popular train consists of a locomotive and car. Each train is packed in a strawboard carton by itself. The engine, with all its parts permanently in place, reverses and packs inside the car, the cover being packed at the side. This method of packing is popular with the trade, and the toy is a very serviceable and durable affair. Asterisk price each $1 THH Metropolitan Railroad Train. Beautiful and showy toy, representing an elevated train, with dummy locomotive and gaily decorated car, filled with a truly Metropolitan Company, the most attractive toy train ever sold for the price. Asterisk price each 85 cents. Inclined automatic railway. This novel toy will afford unlimited amusement for the children, indoors and out. In those sections of the country where inclined railroads are used, it has been a special favorite. Asterisk price each $1 Grand Railroad Menagerie Show. A complete menagerie traveling by railroad. The parts of the car and locomotive can be put together and taken apart at pleasure, and a great number of other original combinations may be made, such as platform cars, wagons, carts, and representations of chariots, steam fire engines, etc., etc. The whole is put up in a box representing a railroad station and forms a toy which never tires. Asterisk price each $1. The Zoetrope, or Wheel of Life. Patented after years of universal popularity, the Zoetrope is still as much a wonder as ever. It causes simple figures, printed on strips of paper, to become animated, so that lifelike movements are imitated in the most natural manner. Although many thousand have been sold, yet not a quarter of the children of today have ever seen one, and at the reduced price, they are within the reach of all. The additional sets of pictures, which may be supplied at pleasure, render this instrument a continual novelty in the family. Each Zoetrope is provided with series No. 1 of pictures. Asterisk price each $2.50 pictures NOS 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Price each set 60 cents. Zoetrope pictures, series number 3, vertical bar trapeze. The medley. Woodchopper R.D. Akises, Mechanical What Is It John Chinaman, and his Perpetual Motion, Kanban. Mr. Bow His Head Off Vertical Bar Mrs. Partington, and her Vertical Bar Dog, ing 5 distinct and in Vertical Bar 2.40 hogs. Dog Moonstruck Pendant Mechanical Move Vertical Bar, Handspring Adoradments Vertical Bar Maternal Affection. Zoetrope Pictures, Series Number 6, Rings and Balls, Barrel Trick. The Ignoble Art. The Monkey in the Band. Village blacksmith vertical bar capers. Meet me by moonlight. Don Quixote on his arth-badgered cat-eye, the velocipede architectural steed. The Old Mill. Hatched, Matched and Dotrope Pictures, Series Number 4. A Plain Case Patched, Leapfrog, Wood Sawyers, A Stitch in Time, or Never Vertical Bar the Little Rope Jumper. Steam Engine. Beauty and the Beast Too Late to Mend. What are you gwine with dat, evil one soap bubbles? The Wrong Room. BARRL. Waltzing. Educated Donkey. Japanese Tumblers. Town Pump. Zoetrope Pictures, Series Number 7. Barrel Turners. Hobby Horses. The Rocking Horse, Swinging Around the Sir Zoetrope Pictures, Series Number 5. Value 8A. Dono AOE Jumper. Travels of Brother Jonathan Vertical Bar Indian Juggler. A Bottle MC Saw by Telegraph. Warm work for Blackie Vertical Bar Footsteps beneath me a long branch cannibal. Pass him round. Windmill and Bag of Meal. Such a getting upstairs. The Coffee Grinder. Modern Man of the Moon. Feeding the Chickens. No you don't. Prof HK. H. Richards has prepared for use in the Zoetrope designs illustrating crystallographic transformations. The set of 12 designs shows most of the relations existing in the isometric system, portraying the gradual transformation from one form to another. For instance, the cube by slow truncations changes into the octahedron. These diagrams are not only valuable in the zoetrope, but when examined in the hand, show with remarkable ease such relations difficult to be comprehended, as hemihedral form of trisoctahedron, of tetragonal trisoctahedron, and of hexoctahedron. The hysteroscope improved. History repeats itself a great many times in the family where the hysteroscope has once gained a foothold. There is no toy that is more thoroughly appreciated by a little child in the half hour before bedtime as he sits on MAMMAS or PAPAS knee and turns the key, which moves the pictures, meanwhile multiplying eager questions about each one. The hysteroscope is a large and elegant chromolithographic panorama with 32 scenes selected with great care for their attractive appearance and historical value. The only toy panorama of merit in the market. A brief lecture embodying the principal events of American history, which are illustrated, is provided, and altogether the toy forms a very attractive and instructive object lesson in history, better than months of dry study for fixing the subject in the minds of the children. Price: each $1 postage 10 cents. Shadow Transformations, one of the best toys in the market. A complete show for 100 nights with change of scenes every time. By means of pieces of cardboard inserted in a simple wooden standard, shadows are cast upon a paper screen, producing silhouettes. The comical effect secured by the mere change of a hat on a figure is wonderful and cannot be understood without a trial. With this toy, a bright boy or girl may afford unlimited entertainment to an entire family circle, from the baby of 2 years to the grandparent of 80. And still better, it affords occupation to the child in its preparation and development to his inventive faculties in its exhibition. We have added a set of the cards cut ready for use so that the dealer can easily set up a sample for show and the child can see how the other designs are to be used. Wherever known, this is pronounced one of the very best toys ever made. Price: each 25 cents. The American Toy Village. The best toy village ever made, distinctively American and the standard. A large map or plan of a village, with streets, canals, river, harbor, etc. lithographed in colors, goes with each set. The great number and variety of buildings may be arranged on the plan as indicated, thus making a complete village, with railroad, train, steamboat, harbor, or they may be used, without the plan, on the table, floor or beach. Price, each $1 postage, 12 cents. The American Toy Village, Jr. This is somewhat after the style of the American Toy Village, but smaller and sells for one-half the price. A very attractive toy. Price, each 50 cents. Postage, 8 cents. Lilliput City. This is a toy village, in a paper box, with illuminated label, and a large number of small buildings, making a very attractive toy, for a little money. Price, each 25 cents. Horse gravity toy, a very curious philosophical toy, in which a horse seems to be leaping from any support on which his heels are placed, the motion and suspension in midair being produced by the natural laws of gravity. In a neat box. Price, each 25 cents. Postage, 10 cents. Sailboat gravity toy, a handsome sailboat, which when supported by the stern, has a very natural, rocking motion, as if at anchor. On the same principle as the horse. Price, each 25 cents. Postage, 10 cents. The windmill and lighthouse. This combination toy embraces two distinct structures, a windmill and a lighthouse. The toy is 3 feet high from ground to top of sails when set up, and knocks down to pack, in a paper box with illuminated label. Asterisk price, each $1. Share equal ESSS equal THH Steamer Columbia. The Columbia is an elegant and very durable toy steamboat on wheels, 2 feet long. The decks are supported by iron stanchions, and surrounded by decorated tin guards, and the walking beam works up and down. The whole sets low, on the floor, in imitation of a boat, floating in the water. The most perfect and natural model of a steamer ever made. Asterisk price, each $1 toy clock dial. This dial consists of a square of heavy card, having on one side a clock dial, with movable hands, and on the other side illustrations of various methods, for determining the hour, in ancient and modern times. Asterisk price, each 30 cents. THH by Safe Bank. A bank and jewel case, 10 inches by 8 and 6 inches high, made of wood and covered with chromo papers, in exact imitation of a fireproof safe. An opening in the top admits the nickels and pennies to an inner safe, only reached by opening 2 doors, each provided with an ingenious puzzle, in imitation of a combination lock. Beneath the inner safe is a drawer, for trinkets and jewelry, the front of which is ornamented with a print representing the backs of account books, etc. This toy is an ingenious puzzle, and a useful and ornamental piece of bric-a-brac, as well as a novel and attractive bank. Asterisk price, each $1.25. The Little Object Thakbar. The box contains colored pictures of animals and familiar objects, together with alphabet cards. In the cover are grooves in which the letter cards may be set up like type, to form the names of the objects above them. This toy has won high praise among educators and thoughtful parents. The 20 object cards are in themselves a beautiful collection of pictures, in oil colors, and the label on the box is also in colors. Set number 1 contains 20 cards and a large stock of letters. ZN 565,000 pounds. 000 UUUL, a novel and beautiful toy, combining 2 panoramas, with animals in the cage on one side and fishes in the aquarium on the other. As the panorama moves, different animals are shown in the cage, and fishes swim through the aquarium. In beautiful and artistic colors. Asterisk price, each $1. DNNENE, WW Southeast Scaning Societies Hig drawing stencils for our little artist. We have a new line of stencils for making designs on paper or the blackboard, which are selling rapidly wherever shown. They are made from leather paper in designs that are distinctively American, and are therefore much more attractive to American children than the foreign goods which have hitherto held the field. We publish 2 sets of stencils, NOS 1 and 2, each in an ornamental box with an elegant lithographic label bearing the title, Drawing Stencils, for our little artist. Each box contains 20 stencils and a stock of drawing paper. A few of the best designs are duplicated in both boxes, but most of them are different in the 2 numbers. Price, number 1 or no. 2, each 25 cents. Postage, 8 cents. The Buffalo Bill gun, the pioneer popular toy gun, at a low price. Tur or Arnold. All other similar guns in the market are either cheap imitations or direct infringements of the patents under which the B is made. But none are improvements, and the Buffalo Bill still is superior in every respect. It is better made, stronger when new, will last 3 times as long as any other equally powerful gun ever made, and when it gives out at any part, is very easily repaired. It will shoot with accuracy a great variety of missiles. The driver is made to hold a charge of small shot, with which naturalists may kill small birds, or gentlemen may rid their grounds of the sparrow pests. Price, each 65 cents. The Springfield gun, a good honest, well-made toy gun, smaller than the Buffalo Bull, and selling for 1/2 the price. The best finished and most durable gun in the market, at the price. Price, each 35 cents. THH Uncle Sam gun. This gun is identical with the Springfield gun, except that it is not as finely finished. One greater than all. EAO Bradley's original kindergarten alphabet and building blocks. No XXXN. 84 blocks with animals, Roman, German, English and script alphabet, numerals, etc. Asterisk price, $1. No XX. 38 blocks with animals, alphabets, and numerals. Price 50 cents. Postage, 12 cents. No X. 20 blocks with animals and alphabet. Price, 25 cents. Postage, 6 cents. Put up in finely polished wooden boxes, with chromolithographic labels. The original building blocks, in the forms of whole and divided bricks derived from the 6th kindergarten gift. The best form ever devised for building blocks and imitated by other manufacturers. Common sense building blocks, a large number of plain blocks of the kindergarten building forms in a box with brilliantly colored label. Just the blocks the mothers have been inquiring for, without paint or any other element which can injure a child. We designate these as Z and ZZ. Z contains 25 blocks asterisk price, each 25 cents. ZZ contains 50 blocks asterisk price, each 50 cents. The Little Folks picture and alphabet blocks, a beautiful album box with wooden edges and blue paper covers and lithographic label. Contains 27 neat, flat wooden blocks printed with the alphabet, numerals, and a large number of animals and objects. Price, 25 cents. Postage, 6 cents. Cube alphabet and picture blocks. We offer the trade, a line of cube blocks, superior in style and finish. All the sides are colored, and each set is supplied with a variety of colors, not found in the others. Sir, number 0 is in paper box, containing 12 cubes, comprising alphabet, numerals and pictures. Price, 25 cents. Postage, 10 cents. Sir, number 00, 20 blocks in paper box. Price 50 cents. Postage 16 cents. Sir, number 000, 80 blocks in polished wood box. A large and elegant set asterisk price, $1. Mother Goose, a cube blocks with letters, pictures and colors. 12 large cube blocks in red, white and blue oil colors, present on 48 sides, 36 illustrations of familiar rhymes from Mother Goose and all the alphabet and numerals, and on the other sides various colors and shades, including the primary and secondary colors, and representative tints. Each box has a book containing the rhymes, which are illustrated on the blocks, so that the whole makes a fascinating combination of colors, blocks and jingles. Price 50 cents. Postage 12 cents. Funny pictures and letter blocks. These half cubes or half bricks embrace letter, building and combination puzzle blocks, and come nearer perfection than any previous attempts of the kind. The large surfaces have a full alphabet, Roman and Arabic numerals, and punctuation marks. The smaller surfaces have sections of figures, so designed as to be interchangeable, and thus the 48 surfaces may be combined to produce almost an unlimited number of different comical figures. The process by which these prints are produced on the plain wood surface enables us to offer them at a very low price, and the entirely original designs serve to form a better line of comical combinations than have before been made. Price, each 25 cents. Postage, 5 cents. Novelties. The following are a few samples of a valuable line of specialties, concerning which illustrated circulars and price lists will be sent on application. Athenam newspaper file. A unique and valuable invention. The best file in the market. A separate binder for every day in the week. All the pages of each paper are kept by themselves and in consecutive order, a valuable feature found in no other file. Fig 1 in the above illustration represents this file filled with papers. Fig 2 indicates the usual condition of papers in many other styles of files, in which pins or spurs are expected to hold the papers in position. Fig 3 is a diagram showing the end of the file and the group of 7 small rods surrounding the central rod, each small rod holding one paper. Fig 4 represents the file, drawn to a larger scale, without papers. Send for a more complete description and price list. File open. Fight close-up. TAPLHYS, patent file. For letters, invoices, receipts, orders, etc., the only ornamental, hanging dust-proof file in the market, superior to all other files where an elaborate cabinet is not wanted. Keep and show samples, at least, and the demand will increase on the merits of the article. No labor in filing. No sewing or wiring. Every paper always removable, without labor or damage. Price list mail due application. Best pamphlet case, new and superior to all other cases. Send for complete circular and prices. Advertising and penny rules. The original, and still the best and cheapest, in the market. We make 2 styles, the International Rule, and the MECHANICS scale. Give AL centimeters cameter iometers equal 1 hectometer, 1.003 meters equal 1 kilometer, the International Rule. Metric measure on one edge, and 1/8 of inches on the other ray, and ESPTAATN ray, BFAATA, the MECHANICS scale. 1/16 of inches on one edge for ordinary use. On the other edge are 12 different divisions of the inch, from 5 to 64, accurately engraved by screw machine, and to be found on no other scale, costing less than several dollars. NORS. In ordering rules, whether advertising or international, please state distinctly which is wanted, metric or MECHANICS, or both assorted. We make no distinction in price between the metric and MECHANICS rules. Price per dozen, 10 cents. Yardsticks. A good honest maple yardstick at a lower price than any other equally good has ever been sold. Price, each 10 cents. Human body. Part 1 charts of the human body for instruction in anatomy, physiology, hygiene and temperance, in the home and school. This is the only valuable set of temperance and physiological charts offered the trade. We employ no agents but advertise the charts at very much lower prices than are asked for any others equally good. We also allow to legitimate dealers a satisfactory trade discount, thereby bringing the charts within the reach of every school in the country at such cost as should ensure their introduction wherever instruction in physiology and its relations to temperance are required or desired. No other charts equal to these are sold to schools at less than double our advertised prices. FJ Gra human body of RNA L human body. The Mirans chart ni temperance. Page less op ses echo imp 0000 sesses sas sexesis 2026 amateur photographer. NOOADUKNANS JOO 9DESAOAE cool southeast XASE or sect American politics plus American sports or chick neon. Uno Guodo 00018 and now insane and 41 animals penic Cisanil Rearitals Puni 28 animated forest. Percucci 50 delay evils crates 37 patch at sweet right bracket polity to let stitchitilicated stitchifilimerized little territal 53 pot louis s vlc assis southeast seas vein inwa s he4 authors household XSRSE Shaw Case 24 authors improved 0 sex crescensos 24 pachu itunes lm Sarah Lilaire less than telly slash etil equal el tool habus roach 3 8 authors SALIGOILIOSCANGSPAOANNODOCOCOOUOO00DDQ al nabu noganagnobu uneds text left bracket OSL or IOIGA son Ugaduando seed code 35 Bial paragmechid CC Lurl Sieve /O /equal by Safe Bog. Blocks, Common Sense GG Cilio and Etiscanuducts Noted 5 Be Funny Pictures CACs 52 QSTRG Teragop Onaukacensus Eard Hosaden 51 CS Nitilbolist C Stier C Sire 51 SFI Xaver Giskos Eskos Dusny 52 Blunsers in English SE CACs 5 Bonanza series Is less than Lashira to let Kurituis Kaisilalia / less than Sisis 36 Utli Webst Status Lachat Lachit equal plurally all equal 50 buying and selling Sesias Sevx Ild Carpet Bowls plus Belcivil Tungapus bound 16 charts of human body no news Datsu source 55 checker and backgammon boards. No checkered game of life E.ca0 co-checkered game and roulette ectomayers at Heckersmarier Celeste 1 osk Kletsk Nur Eors 33 Chinskumik DSO Koskon Sani Doso no Sabound Saguna Dogged 32 O'Neill known Kenon Bagnono Akbado Egkid Hindonongs 39 Kail IR Emblem Konso Shankos Aonan Nanuch Kupdane 48 Combinamon on Dechem Tector Site Kertilitometer 8 commercial cities. Xenoroudus 23 Continental Series Maps. SE Search SX4 Gomi 7 IGLSAOGNONSD 0 Apus 1 in Munikanos Del Conversation Cards. Inacbo Kajwanzahadus 380 Coronas Dice Cups. SDIGCIs, Seacher Star Sisiclayat Nichislil Sreel. Slelat Sir WD Olisbazarank Churcherslil Steer SS A /Atsis Siverit Elslil CKE Arts 9 BDOSH Papel Satellite He or 1 PC Donote 9 Drawing Stencils. Success SES 49 ECLL cycli to etichititural stilitural stetsioter sector TSIETEIS /STE kunbi ekha checkers and chess. EE CXEars for English literature. XXSSESAS 18 idame Ontario Ukoko Ogun Southeast Osode Sixaguanats Excelsior Series underscore Domadagub Saspad Nuadid Farmyard Scenes SMSC Nadal CIG Sir Teacher Rel Cleldlichat Ciachiitsta Titular FISHERMANS Luck Fire Department Ishana Awam Danatlam Sachichitul Tlelili Leliitils Lelost still equal 1 Gitorko Kikakubakab so cog don Kubs Rive Census Wise cis cassis sisiidisi sigil is 34 aventim lgam aramuris tidale cis lilocil wheel chicks lays 7 ipo.0.0 cog go naudadanu na dadu don condade 35 geo erin kai abdusapikik nondan so sisilo adu 35 Gooseed golden zoo erit let sechi neld plagian hibli mescaritili et eilers less than lelo lear b gains 5000.00 pagatin convidu sos cocuo renos sns 50 gvslccict liltilifiliture slilchatil sililitilichi to sast to chichet Steelers 7 happy days in old New England 6 happy family 1 agil oi equal 40000 historical events Kaistalis Quadratilit SSS slash Sasini Zilil Sicil Cruils Rhinasil Surlis Pehaus Kagrarov Zite Gulders Ojterals Lerevolut Lever Sisterets Titural Steels at BLT at Migowesya Tichers INAIACE.SEG Aeklilur Lalerava Ticher Sist Sisiclaria 29 Indian Van Derexilers Puzzler Xitslil Sisek Blasiers Edit Akistra CCE Tichers Ilo less than I Sist Laylola Puar Civicil Sisiv Selit 19 Aedat Macasia Ticher C Fitiller Richerstiachit C Cherstlitil Hishat equal 31 Ikabi Winans Oyo Sekibako Sax Kosek Dudko Dots 9 Weskiratori Ciclostilic, Che slash ESZARS backslash SISISISIECLETEINISISISIA slash EAZISIS 14 PSGC EPO IG Yakra Chichitilils Lur Eller Lyres PEOODOONADESC 0K029 Migai, Sint 6 Ku0 Koog Pakok Sedop Konadanoni, 21 IMMADS Midiscl Plessy Chitstil 10S slash SLERE less than TETERSRETOLELSO Kapod Konak 4 Chiwi, Jets, Unconru Soyu Nubo Undans 4 2 page menagerie, and aquarium. Lady 849 Miss, Tholo se pessima macroet down so cox I stereo 7 nickel series Citrus OISIELSLEIELELE syst EDAE 136 North America, map. Object Cacker OLDMAID, improved equal and earlier old maid, nickel. C.cast CCIEcher, 25 old maid Erlau New Year, Irrelave Sirveliri Eost Clisseltrans 0B, old maid silhouettes. Less than 0 Cs Cecil Erie 25, old SALTS yarn Cs Xielichis Clepe Chililler EB, optical delusions. Less than 2 crow. Slosetuit near 35 palmistry 26 to 0 in 000200 say 22 paper doll sirenu evocus xiechers 9 parlor baseball sas sce patience. 00 less than ssec cis scichis seal at ees Musu Kudasan Mooeoo Condosan So Stan Peter Coddle, Usksishis A Silencer Eal Phrenological Char Actor Game Pictorial Series 0 2 Vis Klosel Etri Picherengi O6 Loser Etrapol AO So Sil Lishavir Says Era Online So 5s Prairie Scout Steinsl Ceirent Hood 2 Prize Serisie dot Isaacis Canes Senate Eileen 36 Progressive Words Secession Suod 0 Publishers Announcement Ses 2 Puzzles Sachitis Licia Cheer /02/1 CEE 34 Puzzle Map US less than less than SIEIS Slane Tier, Nemnes 23 Queer Heads, and Odd Bodies Railroad Flyer Treu SS, Clint Sturtzert Menagerie S Metropolitan Wilirain Siek, Passenger Rearlts Empty Territor Tree SS Sexual C. SS Zolslile CH Stitches Retailing the Donkeys, so 0850, 18 Riddles. Civ 6 Case SS OESSC Sleline Earliel Cheerier, 35 Ring Loss Less than Chico Chickla IC Nice Lyclil Soloists, Teacher 20 Robinson Crusoe. CHAEINIE /OSIAISIATELESLETENSTEMERSTERS 31 ROUNDTHE World 0.10 EE16 Round Up Olelrotes to Sealer Teachers Elot Chilachituyer 34 Rules. Is 0 Coca ESV 54 Sailboat Gravity Doyen Ekmectory Tritriruid 47 Samslick S less than SJC 0 Chis Elexine Enos Klimablimexiri SIALEEIS 901016 OE/Slella Fairly Listers Cetr Cheese 34 Sectional Animals less than 0 Scloaceae plus 039 Sectional Birds Isaiah/Eralchelst Oletanichit 38 Sethi Spooks Resi Chemti Tristler Panots 35 Shadow Transformation Satintal Silichi Chitilatits 46 Shipi Buzzers Gazduunjans 42 Siege Abgardi Stesis 18 32 Siege or German Tactics 00 Exec HE5 Smashed Up Locomotive CSE plus 60 BH Social Rs SS00 C Saloticeali Steetnachit 17 Solitaire Boards 0 Celsitoe Spelling School Springfield Gun Scans Renter Telerik Steamer Columbia plus O Isla.E Scales Epi at and host Steeple Chase Mal Versiolimeter Senatunitzerichiators 26 stencils for little artist /c/0 //JA 1 Secolittlers text to cheat 49 tall strmcturss Slilis Steinhineers 92 Tapley pile tilde less than Iskankol size teacher of 53 the best pamphlet case CEA tilde AI at Shirley, 54 Tortoise and Hares E02200005, Seal EE 2 Pies. Chisiai Cirque IIC Olsla Vila Seal Cyclin Lilolsptener Chichit Tower of Lanol. Less than 5 Cle 2 Cision Tough Money, Mirror Trip to Washington. Village, American Toy Lays, American Doisy, 0101 at Village, Lilliputsk Jisu Sayat at Ahukul Samgum Ilil 50 Hilkano MSIO Rare Otel Titrot Slelol State Trans, 11 Windmill. Less than Sifi Seasla Syriat Clelol Silicia 4 words, progressive. Erectariat area is equal words and sentences. Cossessor oreknini 5 yard, sticks vicchis lelichazets and tachiators cogs kabilyat race zg zag delet sililisis lil c size estis telchit et irizi f octvod acrelilol kletilurk desatorerets.